Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Tequila Talks. Your friend Tequila Bay. Tonight, we're gonna start off the year 2024. We're actually filming in 23 because I'm getting ready to take a couple weeks off for the holidays, spend time with family. But in 23, we're filming our first episode of Tequila Talks here for 2024. And tonight we're drinking some very special Tequila Corazon that I can't wait to go ahead and dive right into. So let's go ahead and get started. To my left, I have a couple special añejo tequilas, Tequila Corazon Expresiones, which is a one-off production, yearly production of very rare and very well curated Tequila Corazones. So what makes these tequilas very unique and very special is the fact that they are aged in some of the finest Buffalo Trace Distillery used bourbon barrels. We have a Weller 12, we have a William LaRue Weller, we have a Sazerac Rye, we have a French Oak. There's other renditions I don't have here, but Blanton's barrels, Eagle Rares. All of these expressions layer an exquisite expression of Blanco, Corazon Tequila, and give it unique characteristics. So tonight we're actually gonna be drinking the Blanco expression because like always, I like to dive in to analyze the most pure form of the agave, to really break it down. And then again, we talk about the barreling or the abocante and how the barrel influences and changes and layers and creates a harmony and a liaison between different worlds, whether that's the wine world or the bourbon world. We want to be able to start thinking about how niche markets, as we move into 24 and beyond, how all these niche markets and niche products and how the master tequileros are going to start to develop these really unique productions of tequila. Now, Corazon Expressiones has been around for now, I think this is their 6th rendition, 6 years, and again, one time only, one time per year do these drop. So I got a call, these tequilas were available to me and I could not pass them up, so I picked all of them. I also showcased the single barrel, or the single barrel, which is the Blanton's here. I was gifted this tequila by a friend, but I just also recently purchased my own single barrel that's gonna be showcasing the El Patron logo, something that I teamed up with one of my distributors, and we did a Weller rare barrel to again start to bring this harmony and liaison of the bourbon world, the tequila world, so that when I'm at El Patron, at my bar, we're talking to a lot of people that maybe are not so comfortable with drinking tequila just yet. So again, finding points of reference and finding areas of common ground to where I can start to talk about tequila and start to introduce products. Again, this is where the bridging of these gaps and how maybe an additive or maybe a bourbon or maybe a different production method away from what that standard time-honored execution, what we like as traditionalists and purists, we use these techniques and these opportunities to bridge these gaps and to get new drinkers of tequila. So I'm very excited. So I'm not gonna have the opportunity to drink all of them here with you because if I did, I haven't eaten today, but if I did drink all of them, I don't think I would make it out and off of this couch. So we're gonna be disciplined. We're gonna try the Blanco. But again, we're gonna go ahead and briefly tap into these tequilas. I'm gonna try to put them back. I know Alex is very particular about how we set it up. I'm not gonna try to ruin the whole display here. But here, the first bottle to my left, we have the William LaRue Weller. It's a 26-month barrel rested Blanco. So this expression of Blanco just gets placed right into that barrel. We have the Weller 12, which this is barrel rested for 26 months, 2 years. For this one, 26, 2 years in a chunk. And then we here have to the very end, we have the Sazerac Rye, which is aged for 24 months. Now these are all Buffalo Trace Distillery barrels, which are, Buffalo Trace is probably one of the most renowned bourbon distilleries and bourbon makers in the world. And then we have the French Oak Barrel Series, aged for 3 months. And again, this Blanco single estate expression is at the core, the artisanal edition, small batch distilled. This is at the core of each one of these unique barrel renditions that Tequila Corazon, Casa San Matias teamed up with Buffalo Trace to again give us a unique once a year, once in a lifetime experience of tequila. The single barrel here at the far right, again, this was gifted to me by a friend, and it's coming out of the San Diego Barrel Boys, and my bottle that I will receive in April, because I bought a whole barrel, I think it's like 260 bottles total. I bought 260 bottles up front of tequila. That's how much I love Corazon. So my bottle is gonna have the El Patron logo, and then it's gonna showcase whatever bourbon the Corazon was aged. So this one's aged in Blanton's, mine's gonna be aged in Weller Reserve. So as I talk about Corazon, we've already done a brief review on the entry level Corazones, which are called the single barrel, the single estate. This is the barrel select. So we've already done a brief review on what Corazon offers, but I think as I dive more into all these unique expressions, I think Corazon is slowly climbing up the ranks and becoming a top choice and a favorite of mine. Now, not confirmed additive free. So for those people, if you want to talk about additives, not confirmed additive free. But again, Casa San Matias is a very well recognized distillery. It's got great reviews on Tequila Matchmaker. It's ranked within the top 50 distilleries. So again, they use time-honored processes that, you know, traditionalists and purists want to enjoy, whether that's a slow brick oven roasting or a Tahona milling. Casa San Matias has a great portfolio of tequilas, and Corazon is at the helm of how they've been able to really grasp the market and put out very unique tequilas. Enough talking, a little bit more drinking. So let's go ahead and dive right in. We have the Corazon Artisanal Edition Small Batch. So this is actually rested in stainless steel for up to 60 days. So we get a little bit of resting in this tequila, and we're really gonna see how this blanco behaves and what the small batching, you know, we look at the likes of Fortaleza or Don Fulano, Tequila Ocho. The small batch tequilas is what we're really after, right? We want to look at the variants, we want to look at terroir, we want to look at batch numbers, bottle numbers, barrel numbers, because again, as we begin to identify the qualities and characteristics, we want to become a little bit more and more snobby as to how we enjoy. The nose is really unique. A lot of smoke, a lot of earth, a lot of agave. Small flashes of citrus, a little bit of fruitiness, but really that smoke, the earth, the herbaceousness, really the components of what the agave is really experiencing, the earth, the soil, the weather, the terrain, the herbaceousness. That's really all I smell on the nose. This is actually one of the best noses I've had in a while. And I think it's gonna be just that much better on the palate. Very unique in the sense of, again, I don't think I've nosed as a unique of tequila in a while, and even the flavor profile, very agave forward, very fruity. On the finish, as I let it linger, that's where you start to notice those more mature notes, the earth, the soil, the mineral, the smoke. But right on the front, it's extremely palatable, no astringency, it's 80 proof. Actually, all these are 80 proof, so no astringency. But wow, this is a highly recommended tequila. If you're able to find yourself a bottle of this small batch artisanal edition of Corazon, I think I give it an A+. So go ahead and find yourself a bottle. Yeah, extremely palatable, very smooth, subtle, fruity, and then complex. That finish, it lingers, strong notes of agave, which again, for the people and for the drinkers that enjoy tequila, at the core, the tequila, we want to taste agave, we want to taste all of the natural, the time-honored components of what a good tequila is, the minerality, the smoke, the earth, the soil, the terroir, and Corazon just does that. So, moving forward, once I get my own batch of single barrel Corazon, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Weller 12. Again, we were able to showcase a very unique rendition of Casa San Matias, the tequila world, Buffalo Trace Distillery, the bourbon world, and we were able to harmonize and marry those two worlds together. So if you don't like tequila, but you like bourbon, I definitely recommend you to try Corazon Expressiones. If you see it at the bar, anywhere that you are, if you see it at the bar, or if you come into El Patron and you see it, please, my high recommendations for you to try. Maybe this is what gets you to try tequila if you're a bourbon drinker, or vice versa. I've been dabbling with a little bit more bourbon as I start to open my mind up to these different renditions. I'm a sole tequila drinker, but lately I've been drinking a lot of bourbon, getting into the world of bourbon and the nuances that they provide. So again, the marriage, the harmony, I think this is the value add, and this is what I love about Tequila Corazon. So if you have any other questions, please go ahead and comment, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Your friend Tequila Bay Official, please follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. You're gonna be able to see all this great content on all of our platforms. And again, if you're just now finding us in 2024, I hope you had a successful 23, a happy new year, and I'll continue to see you guys here all 2024 long. I already drank this tequila because it was delicious, but I think I have a couple drops. And like I always say, shoot your shot, sip tequila. I'll see you on the next one. Salud.